Let's say that you have a list of things that you want. Emotions that you want to achieve, or discs, the disc that you want to achieve, or conditions, physical conditions, relationship experiences, material objects. So you have this list of things. So there it exists. Now make this statement about it. I want to have fun on my way to that. I want to have fun on my way to that. I want to have fun on my way to that. I want to have a really good time on my way to that. That puts everything in the proper perspective. You see what we're getting at? I want to have a good time on my way to that. Because it's a journey that never ends. And so it doesn't matter whether the steps are small or large. It just matters that they're fun while I'm taking them. I want to have fun on my way to greater clarity. I want to have fun on my way to figuring out this high-flying disc. I want to have fun on my way to my ideal body weight. I want it to be fun. I want this experience to be fun because, it is so much fun to identify something wanted and find resonance with it and then watch the cooperative components. It's like you feel like this creator of the universe, that everything is at your fingertips and you are the orchestrator of all things. It is so exhilarating. It is so fun. It is so fun on my way. It's going to be so much fun on my way to that BMW M5. So much fun. It's going to be so much fun on my way to 120 pounds or whatever you want. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. Not miserable now, 40 pounds out. It's going to be fun on the way. It's going to be fun on the way. Fun on the way. Fun on the way, because all along the way, I get to feel inspired. All along the way, I get to see results of my inspiration. All along the way, I get to see other cooperative components. All along the way, I get to feel the inspiration. Fun along the way. There's no gap between where I am and where I want to be, because where I want to be is on a disc that I can do now. You see? 40 pounds, not instantly. You don't want it that way, really. You don't want it that way. You want all of these wonderful things to come to satisfy your current appetite. And you've got an appetite for fun and clarity and appreciation and love. We want to convince you that the moment is right here and now for you to choose that. It's being it now. I'm being certain now. I'm being clear now. I'm being precise now. I'm being definitive now. I'm being selective now. I'm being deliberate now. I'm having fun now. I'm on my way now. I'm living life now. I'm evolving perfectly now, but now is really good. Now is just right. Now is the convergence of all that I am, and it's full of all of these prizes and components. It's the manifestation of all that I'm allowing, and it's fun to know what I'm allowing. I'm in a bad mood. It's fun to know that. It's fun to know that. Isn't it fun to know that? Don't you like knowing that you're on? Esther's been having such fun recognizing what disc she's just crawled on. Oh my God, what was I thinking? And then I said that, and then I said that, and then that happened, and then I said that. But when you come to your senses and realize that you chose it, then it becomes immediately fun. I did that, and I can do something different. And I have all of these tricks in my bag that I can apply as I decide. This is what your inner being wants you to hear from them. And maybe it will be easier for you to hear it through Esther's vocabulary than through your own mind, but you'll be hearing from all of us personally if it is your desire. You are in the exact place that you meant to be, and nothing is off schedule. Nothing is remotely wrong. Everything is right on track. And from this point forward, your conscious awareness of your motion is going to be a keener experience that you will each understand. There are a lot of people in this world that are here with you, and not any of them came to please you, but many of them will. Don't let them suck you in to forgetting what you heard today and remembering what you learned before that doesn't serve you. Don't look to other humans for your harmonic points. Oh, you're going to find a lot of them. But look to the source within you who will lead you to the humans. Because if you let source lead you, then when it comes, the two of you together will experience the power of the co-creation. You're already doing a lot of that, but you've been doing it unconsciously. You are on the brink of rapid unfolding. The money that you've been wanting is ready for you to receive. Don't freak out. Don't panic about it. Don't take score about it. Just notice it softly. Notice the subtle ways that the universe begins yielding to you so many of the things that you want. And nothing is off limits. You get to have it all. There is nothing that is off limits. Your lover is ready for you. Your money is ready for you. The environment is ready for you. There is nothing that has gone wrong. There is nothing in the world that you need to worry about. There is nothing that you need to push against. There's no place that you need to maneuver yourself to be in order to be at the right place at the right time. You have all of the understanding that you would ever want or need to have in order to consciously be the receiver of all of the things that you've been asking for. Your desires will never end. You're not ever going to feel satisfied. With each new thing that you allow into your experience, more will unfold. And people who don't understand, who begin to watch you, will wonder if you are not a little greedy as you begin to allow what will look to them like more than your fair share of abundance into your experience. Abundance of good friends, and abundance of good times, and abundance of the things that you've already identified that are wonderful about life. You must understand that it is supposed to be that way for you. You are meant to thrive. You came to be the creator of your own reality, and not one of you said, I'm going to create one I won't like. Not one of you said, I'm going to go create a reality and I'm going to hold myself in deprivation and sacrifice. Not one of you said that or meant that. You've just stumbled into that conclusion because you couldn't find your way out of the egotistical entanglement of the Cheesecake Factory menu that you think is what your life is all about. Are you sort of getting what we're getting at? And so as you leave the building and as you move out into your greater world and as you begin playing with the people that you're accustomed to playing with, just radiate. You can't help it, but just radiate who you are. And don't spend any time in the next few days trying to explain to anybody anything that you're about. Because if you take the essence of what we've been talking about here and you try to explain it, these would be the accurate words that you would say to them, and it will not go over well with any of them. But these are the actual words that you would take away from this gathering. Dear one, I've decided to please myself a whole lot more than I have been. And while I love you, I'm going to leave the pleasing of you to you for a little while. I'm not going to stand on my head in any ways or jump through any hoops in order to get your approval or even your attention. I'm just going to give my undivided attention to me in the world, and I'm going to do my best to bask. I'm going to pay attention to how I feel, and that's going to be the reason that I spend time with anybody. I'm going to be with those who are really fun to be with. I'm going to be with those that I enjoy the conversation with. I'm going to let all of my choices be about how it feels to me. And I love you so much, but I'm going to look to you like the most selfish person that has ever walked this earth, because I'm going to be the most selfish person that has ever walked this earth, because I finally understand that in my selfishness, when I'm so selfish that I must be in connection with all that I am, then and only then will I have anything to give to anyone. And I'm not saying to you that I'm turning away from you. I'm saying to you that I'm going to tune into who I really am and really get good at that. And then I'm going to give you attention that you're really going to like. But in the meantime, go away and leave me alone. There is so much love for you now. And for now, we are complete. You're not perceiving with the clarity and the detail that you have the ability to do. It's the preparation to receive that matters the most, because once the preparation to receive has been accomplished, then it just begins to flow. And you have to remember that you've been asking and asking and asking, and so this is the thing that you're looking for that will answer this in the easiest way, and it will be very easy for you to hear this. The vibration of a question and the vibration of an answer, they're different frequencies. And so you've been asking for the insight and asking for the inspiration and asking for the intuition and asking for the stream. You've been asking for it, and that's already taken care of, and it's all queued up for you. So now you've got to stop asking in order to receive. But what's happening to you, you're trying too hard. You keep asking instead of receiving and asking instead of receiving. So what you want to do is just sit and say right out loud to yourself, or write it in a notebook if you want to. And so sit and prepare yourself for the receiving of it. Expectation is such a powerful thing, isn't it? A belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. And a belief is a really powerful thing to understand. A belief is a thought that you keep thinking. It's a long practiced thought, and therefore plenty of momentum. So once there's plenty of momentum, now let's call it an expectation. So my expectation when I sit to receive is that everything is ready. Everything's in place. It's just a matter of me just relaxing and receiving and knowing. You want to be receiving, period. So you say things to yourself like, I've already asked all the questions and all of the inspiration is all lined up. What is this segment about right now? What am I about right now? I'm here to receive. So sit and allow the vibration that we promise is queued up for you. Allow yourself to translate it. Allow the thoughts to begin to come. Don't try to make it happen too fast. Allow the thoughts to come. Just sit and allow the thoughts to come. And when they come, don't try immediately to write them down, and don't judge them or question them or compare them with any other. Just let them come. Let them garner their own momentum. Let them come. Feel them come. Enjoy them. Let them come for your pleasure. Ah, there it is right there. Let them come from your pleasure. Let them come for your pleasure. Let that thought come. Let yourself translate that vibration into the thought for the pleasure of translating the vibration into that thought. Feel it. Love it. Enjoy it. Let it be for your pleasure, you see. And don't you know that? Don't you have those times when it comes and you know how very good it is? It just comes and comes and comes. You don't even want to think about what's coming. It just comes and comes and comes. And then you can hardly wait once the stream has flowed to go back and read it again, because you know how good it is, because you felt how good it was. Every one of you has the ability, if you want to write magnificent things, because your life has caused you to ask the questions. Your life has it all queued up for you. And if you could just get into the receptive mode, let it come for your pleasure at first. But as it begins to come and you're taking pleasure from it, begin to write it down. Others will enjoy it too. You are under the misunderstanding that you have to suffer in service in order to come up with something of value. And it just doesn't work out that way. You cannot have a happy ending to an unhappy journey. If you've got negative emotion, if you're asking for something and at some level of your being you're attempting to translate it, and you've got resistance in the way and you don't know it, don't worry, it will get bigger. And if you ask for it more, it will come stronger. But if the resistance is still there, it will feel worse. And if you keep asking for it more, it will come stronger, but the resistance will keep it from coming, and you will feel more discomfort about it. Can you feel the push-pull in this? In other words, I want this thing that I'm not letting in. Well, I really want this thing that I'm not letting in. I really, really, really want this thing that I'm not letting in. I really, really, really want this thing that I'm not letting in. And we say, at some point, you got to stop doing the that I'm not letting it in part. And you're not usually doing that all at once. You think that others are interested in you. And so you spend a lot of time explaining to them why you feel the way you feel. And it would really be a good idea if you would stop that, because they don't care. And it's causing you to practice vibrations that are preventing you from letting in what you're asking for. When you really, 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 really want something like you do, but you've got habits of thought that don't let it in, then you can push through, you can tough it out, but it's not fun and it doesn't turn out the way it could, you see. So if it's not feeling good, don't do it right now. Don't do it. Do something else.